Hey everybody, it's Never. So we're going to get away with doing this a little quicker than we did last time. Because actually I just did this. But I need to change something about it. So, oh, hi little thing. So I wanted to go over a few questions with everyone and see what it is you want to get out of the channel. And I'll make this a little more concise than I did last time, although I guess saying that doesn't matter because last time no longer exists. I had to change something about the formatting for the video and put it up here. Hopefully I don't have to do it yet again. Anyway.
By the light, the transporter worked.
Okay, stop talking, Captain Brandon. So,
the chill freezes the marrow of my bones.
Now I remember why I had this place muted when I was raiding here. So, what I want to talk about is the direction of the channel for the foreseeable future, and I want to get input from all of you out there viewing the channel and listening to me talk about what you want to see the channel do. So one question to start it off with is, do you just want to see exclusively WoW content? And let me know in comments what you think about any of this stuff that I'm talking about. The people that speak up in comments are the ones that will have the biggest influence on it. So if you care, then say something about it. And so, do you prefer just WoW content or a variety of content? There are other things that I do or other interests I have, not necessarily other games, because I tried that with a few other things, and I'm not really sure that that's a direction I want to go, but there are other things that I could make the channel include or more about. Oh no. It's funny how mechanics that I always thought were so cool when I was actually here are really annoying when I'm just trying to farm the place. So anyway, would other things in the channel be interested? I do a lot of stuff with music, as might have been something that you noticed with some of the things I've done in past videos with songs and whatnot that I've put in. So I'd be happy to talk more about that or more about various other interests or stuff that I like to do. Or I'm happy to keep it all straight up about Warcraft. It really just comes down to what people like or what they're interested in. I get a wide variety of feedback from everyone on what things in the channel they value. Some people just want to listen to me talk, which still kind of baffles me that that's a thing that people are interested in, is just me yabbing away. But if that's what people like, I have no problem with it. So let me know what sort of stuff is interesting to you and what you want to see more of or less of, because contrary to popular belief, there's a lot of people out there on YouTube that are not doing it for the money. And I'll explain why I'm not doing this for the money. It's because I'm really not making any. And I'm okay with that. You know, throughout the entire channel's history, the most I ever got in a single month from YouTube videos was around $20, and that was one time. Every other time, the average that I've gotten has been almost enough to pay for my WoW subscription for the month, or if I'm more realistic about it, it is enough to get me a cheeseburger, which is fine, because like I said, I'm not in this for the money. If I was, I'm doing it wrong. I'm in this to connect with an audience and to share something that I enjoy and something that I like doing with other people. I enjoy talking about things. I enjoy World of Warcraft and a lot of other stuff. And putting those together seemed like an interesting thing to do, and I have something of an ability or talent for computer and audio visual stuff. Except I still can't seem to get the output image bright enough, because it's real nice and crisp what I'm looking at, but, well, by golly, it's not so much on the output. But we'll get it eventually. I'd like to have all this stuff sort of figured out by the time it's time for Battle for Azeroth, so we've got some time. And that's kind of why I'm asking this stuff, is I want a clear direction for the content so that when new stuff comes out in the game, we can be ready to do a little more with it. That's another reason why I've been investigating streaming a lot more, is because one of the things that's kept me from making videos for so long now, I know I said that I didn't make a video for 5 months because I wanted to make it the worst channel on YouTube, but we know that that's not really true, because who does that? No, the reason is because I was just so darn busy, and putting videos together takes time, and it takes time to go through and do all the little details that get it up to the level of quality that I try and maintain, which is why you're getting all of these ridiculous short sort of nonsense streaming videos as I work out the technical kinks in the setup. And you don't even know how many videos I've deleted along the way because they turned out to be completely useless, and some of you have seen a little bit of that as I've been going through them. And so I like to keep things in a nice state with a lot of quality, because that's important to me. And so with streaming, there's a different expectation of what quality means, and that gives me the freedom or the availability to just sit down and turn it on, and then what you get is what you get. And I think that's pretty nice, because it means that I have a lot more availability to actually make something. And standards work differently when you're streaming than they do when you're producing a video. So that's one of the benefits there. So let me know what direction you want to see with the channel. What sort of stuff do you want to see? What sort of stuff do you not want to see? And I will consider it all in the direction I choose for the channel to go. Because I enjoy the channel, and I want other people to have fun with it as well. And some of you have stuck around for a very long time, and I really do appreciate that. Again, it's not about the money, because if it is, I'm doing it wrong. I think I'm not gonna go and try to get invincible right now, because I've stayed up about 4 hours later than I normally do. 4 hours later than I normally do, working on this and getting the settings and stuff figured out. And so I'm getting really awfully tired, and so I'm going to be going to sleep soon. I've said that a lot of times this morning, but I think I'm starting to actually mean it now. But I'm already this far to Dreamwalker, so like, why not? Why not just finish it? I can stop anytime I want. I'm not addicted. No, really, serious. I'm not. I will admit that I did come around here and stand behind the Valkyrie on purpose.
Foolish Croc! You brought my reinforcements with you! Arise, Argent Champions, and serve the Lich King in death!
Oh no. She used to drop 2 badges of justice. Or no, frozen badges? What were they called? Frozen badges? Badges of freeziness? Or something? I don't know. Oh, by the way, I'm not monitoring it at the moment, but if anybody's actually watching right now, which this is a really odd time for me to be doing anything, but if anyone's actually watching on YouTube or on Twitch, if they could say a comment in the chat about anything, just so I can see if the chat is working the way I have it set up, that would be really helpful. So say whatever you want. This is your chance to say, never, you're a doofus, you shouldn't even be awake, go to sleep. And then I'll say, don't tell me what to do, I'll stay up if I want to. And then I'll actually finish ICC right now. So this is a pretty good plan. It's kind of like this really great episode of The Simpsons that I saw, where Homer's stuck up in a plane and he has to land it, and the guy in the air traffic control is trying to get him to have the courage to do it. And he says, Homer, there's a guy down here, and he says, you can't land that plane. And Homer says, what? I'll show him. I'll show that guy. And he proceeds to actually attempt to land the plane. That's some good psychology right there. Alright. Back in the day, there was no Goblin Glider in Wrath of the Lich King, as I recall, but you still had the parachute cloak. And so what I would do is I would try and jump down here with this thing and then parachute cloak at just the right moment. And it didn't work because the elevator starts coming back up and you can't catch it in time. It comes up and smashes into you and you're dead. So I died on that elevator a lot of times. In fact, if I look at my statistics, which started in Wrath of the Lich King, so statistics are only that old. Deaths. Total deaths, 5,244. I'm pretty sure that 5,000 of those are from that elevator. Okay. This was a lot easier with the old Starfall. I'm not saying it should come back, but it was easier because I could just kind of... The old Starfall was ridiculous because I could just kind of push the button and stand there and everything would just die to this meteor shower. I honestly think that balance right now is the best it's ever been, ever, in the game, in all time, ever. And so that's pretty nice. Okay. Almost there. Oh. If I start saying things that don't make any sense, it's because I'm really, really tired. But I just wanted to get this wing finished so that we can move on and I don't have to come all the way through ICC when I come back. Okay, I'm gonna concentrate for a minute. Focus.
You are fools who have come to this place! The icy winds of Northrend will consume your souls! Now, feel my master's limitless power and despair!
So, the light's vaunted justice has finally arrived. Shall I lay down Frostborn and throw myself at your mercy for
We'll grant you a swift death, Arthas. More than can be said for the thousands you've tortured and slain.
Alright, so that whole quiet section was where I was being handed my, like, 5-month-old son. This is the youngest one we have, and you might hear him in the background a little bit, depending on how long I keep the microphone. There he is. He's kind of squirrely today, but he's sitting on my lap while I finish this stream up. So I might go quiet again as I finish this up, so we'll see if he's... I'm going to tell him to use his powers so that I can get invincible. If I get invincible, I'll write it the next time I make a video.
to witness the end, Fordring. I would
Beware.
Light's greatest champion to deceive this world. I may raise you from within. Until all that remains is an icy husk. No questions remain unanswered. No doubts linger. You are Azeroth's greatest champion.
This is a phenomenon I've affectionately named the Arthas dance, because it's ridiculous.
Servants have fallen before your relentless onslaught. Your unbridled fury. Is it truly righteousness that drives you? I wonder. You trained them well, Fordring. You delivered the greatest fighting force this world has ever known. Right into my hands. Exactly as I intended. You shall be rewarded for your unwitting sacrifice. Watch now.
One of these days, I can't remember if I said it on this version of this video or a previous one, but one of these days, I'm going to go through and I'm going to do a video explaining my thoughts and theories on the WoW cosmology and the, oh, this is the really intense Arthas. This is really, really messed up. So I'm going to explain my thoughts on like the bigger stuff in Warcraft.
Light.
Let's do this a little better.
Final blessing. Shatter these bonds.
Alright, that's enough of that. Whenever I wait, I get so bored waiting for the Lich King to die that I try and think of a clever way to actually finish him off. But nothing's coming to mind. I've had some goofy ways to do it too. What the heck trinkets do I... Oh, okay, I know what we're gonna do.
No more lives will be consumed by your hatred.
Alright. In just a few seconds, it's gonna be time. 15 seconds.
It is over, my son.
No king
This
rules
is the
forever.
moment of reckoning. Rise up, champions of the light.
Yeah, I'm already here, Tyrion. We don't need you. Alright. Time to blow up Arthas. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Let's see if we get invincible this time. I've had 17 attempts. I don't think that can't possibly be right. Because I feel like I've done like 1,000,000 attempts. There's no way I got it. I didn't get it. I'm not even gonna get those things. Alright. There's still no way to get... Oh. Is that to Dalaran? Light's hammer. Has that always been there? Has that always been there? Am I just stupid? Whoa, it even put me by the Druid vendor. I feel special. What? What? Oh. So, leave a comment on the video and tell me if that's always been there, that portal. Okay, time to deal with this guy here. Alright, say night-night to the internet, squirrel. Night-night.